Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Elena. If you've never been here before, I'm gonna put on some chapstick. Thought I'd play a game today called Is It Salvageable with my hair, and it turns out I'm pretty sure the answer was no. But I did it anyway. So I thought I would just try some new shit. I have a bunch of new stuff that I haven't messed with yet. Some of it I have, some of it I haven't. So I just thought we would kind of do it together on camera. That didn't sound good, but anywho. All right, so first things first, I have a primer. So I have two primers actually. I'm gonna try this one though, because I feel like every influencer that I watch on Instagram talks about Tula. And they all talk about how amazing it is, and I feel like I want to call bullshit. But anyways, this is their face filter. I'm the worst. Face filter blurring primer. It smells bad. And I can't do much with my brows today. Oh, it's shimmery. Why? Because I tinted them yesterday. I did henna and lamination on them. And you cannot get them wet for 24 to 48 hours. So I need to avoid them. However, getting them tinted has helped me so much because my brow hairs are really blonde-ish. My natural hair color is actually not this dark either, but it helps me kind of match them. So everybody talks, I think this is the one everybody talks about, but I don't feel like anybody says that it's shimmery. I don't feel like it's that blurring. It definitely does not have a silicone feel though, which is good because I don't really love the feeling of silicone primers. I, of course, was that a good look? I, of course, forgot to get my sponge wet. Am I just the worst YouTuber that has ever lived? I might be. Okay, so I have two foundations. I think I have, these are the only two new ones that I have. I have Neutrogena Hydro Boost and L'Oreal Infallible. Let's do the L'Oreal Infallible, but I have to go get this sponge wet. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have tried this before. Am I in frame? Yeah, I think so. What you doing, sis? Okay. Okay, can I do the video? Mm-hmm. I have the color 405. Oh. Can you give me a towel? Mm-hmm. This just got on my shirt. It's gonna be a good day. I chose this one over the other one only because the other one looked too light. Son of a gun. Well, it's a new shirt too. Anyways, this one's gonna be too light also, but we're gonna have to go with it.
It's still on.
I have this, I feel like has a scent. I feel like I've tried this before.
Why is it?
Honey. I should just do these on the weekends so that Brian can watch the kids. I worked all weekend, so I just didn't feel like taking my makeup off and putting it back on. Trying to be more like Katie and Desi. If you don't know who they are, they have like really popular channels on YouTube, but they have like the lightest touch possible. Like when you watch them put makeup on their skin, it's like, I don't know. It's crazy how like delicate they are. And I feel like I'm like, anyways, Brian can just fast forward through all this. It does look nice though on my skin. I'm just gonna lean over so I can see in the big mirror. It doesn't look bad. I feel like when I tried this before though, I didn't like it. I don't remember why. It's just the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. It says breathable texture. I don't know that any foundation shouldn't be breathable, but whatever. It says it has a SPF of 25, which is nice. Let's see, do I have any concealers? I don't think so. No. So we'll go with, I'm gonna do the one that I like. So this is the NYX Born to Glow. I like the way this one looks. I'm gonna go a little heavy today. I have like the start of a migraine, but I can't figure out why. Usually it's something that I ate or the weather. But the weather looks fine unless it's gonna rain. And I don't think I ate anything different yesterday that I've not eaten before. So who knows? Maybe just one of those things. Try not to get this, oh, my nose itches, into my brows. Because I do have to take my makeup off at night and I do not want to get them wet. Although tonight would be 24 hours since I've done it. I just like to do 48 for the lamination. Really lock it in. Okay, so the foundation and the concealer sat pretty well together. Although I mean, I look pale as hell, but. Okay, so I did have a new powder. Let me open it. This is the HD. I got like a little kit from Ulta. HD, the NYX HD Transparent Finishing Powder. I feel like, do I own this already? I don't know. Who knows? How are you guys doing today? I opened our garage this morning to get a drink out. We have like a little mini fridge in our garage for beer. I did not get a beer and water. Or like pop. We don't really have a lot of pop in our house ever. But I have been buying like sparkling water, and I got this one. Again, you know how I feel about drinking things on camera. I always look like this, but this one's not bad. Brian hates all of them, so he doesn't really drink any of them, but that one's not bad. I tried that one. Ooh, this is powdery. And I opened the garage door this morning and there was a chipmunk just chilling, hanging out right there, looking scared. So I left the garage door open in hopes that he would escape, because I do not want a chipmunk just hanging out in my garage. I'm gonna try to put the CoverGirl powder on. I don't know why I'm still using this little puff thing that comes in it. I feel like for nostalgia reasons almost. It makes me feel young, like I'm in high school. Okay. Yoop. All right. I don't have any new bronzers or blush, do I? What's this? No. This is like, I'll show you guys what I keep looking in. It's like this bucket thing full of stuff. A bucket full of goodies. So I'm going to do my blush and my bronzer and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the next new thing that I'm gonna do is this palette. So if you've never heard of this palette, these are by Alter Ego. They're really inexpensive. I think it was $20 a palette, which is not that bad. It's so good. So this is the inside of this palette. Sorry, this one. This one's called Aurora. I have been loving these palettes. So I'm just gonna do like a pretty neutral, or not neutral, a pretty calm eye for me, because I'm gonna try a new lip color. So I'm gonna start with these two right here, which are Shine and Star. And I'm just gonna mix them together. And just go right above the crease. For any eyeshadow look that I do, this is kind of where I start. I do like a neutral tone. So if you're doing like a warm look, I'll do something in that family. And I'll just start right above. So like my crease, when I close my eyes, obviously is right there. So just right a little bit above the crease. And I try to like look up a little bit so that when I am looking forward, I know what you would see. So same goes for people that have hooded eyes. Don't look down. Well, you can look a little bit down because you're going to be able to see, but if you look all the way down, you're going to hide what people would see. So you need to be able to see. This is probably not making sense, but you want to try to not cover what you would look at. So try to look forward so that you can get what you're looking at. Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm just bumbling and that doesn't make any sense. Basically, if I did my makeup like this, I would not be able to get in where I need to. So I need to look a little bit up so that I can get in there. But because if I only did this, I wouldn't even be able to get in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush. So this one, as you can see, is like sort of fat and short. I'm going to take one that's a little more narrow, and I'm going to get the color, this one called Flare. You know what? That's a lie. I'm going to take this one called Twilight, which is a little bit darker. And I always like flick my brush off. You can do it, tap it on the top of your palette, whatever suits your fancy. And I start by making like a little V kind of. And then just little, you can do windshield wiper motions like this. You can do little swirls. I kind of go back and forth between the two. Now again, what I consider like a neutral, like more toned down look on myself may not be what you consider a neutral toned down look for you. So you can obviously just tailor this to what you like. I do wear like more natural quote unquote looks like on a regular basis too. But like if I'm gonna take the time to sit down and do my makeup, I'm gonna do my makeup, because for me, makeup is fun and it's somewhat like therapeutic for me. And so I just like to kind of sit here and play. I mean, I could sit here for 2 hours and do this. So for me, I just have a lot of fun sitting here and doing this and blending and going back and forth and blending and going back and forth. So, but like you could just use bronzer on your eyelids. You could use nothing. I mean, you don't have to wear eyeshadow if you don't want to. Live your life. I don't care. So I'm going to go back into the two colors we used initially. And I'm just going to go underneath my eyelid on the lower lash line, but then I'm also going to dip into another color in here called Nova, which is just a little brighter. That one right there. And I'm going to mix it a little bit. I personally don't do a lot of like dark colors on my lower lash line. For whatever reason, my eyes are very sensitive and it just doesn't work for me. Okay, so next I like to choose a shimmer color for my eyelid. I think I'm going to choose this one, which is called Cosmic. So I just more like pat my brush into it versus swipe. I just pat. And then I'm just going to go like this. And again, just sort of pat it on my eyelid, because usually the colors that are pressed pigments don't swipe very easily on your eyelids. They do a little bit better if you pat them. If you notice that the color is like patchy on yourself, you might try patting it. If it's still patchy, go in with your finger. If it's still patchy, spray your brush with some sort of setting spray and then do it. Some colors just work better when they're a little wet. Okay. So again, this is like, okay, it's not very neutral. I lied. I just get carried away, you guys. All right. I'm just gonna go in with the lighter of the two colors that we chose initially. Now, normally I would wear my eyebrows a little more dramatic, but since I'm not trying to get them wet or put product on them, I'm not going to. I don't know why I keep itching my nose. I've told you guys 1,000 times in these videos, for whatever reason, my nose always itches. I don't know why. Okay, so for the inner corner, there's a color in here called Radiance. I'll show you in a second. Once I see if I'm like actually happy with what it looked like. I don't want to go too crazy because the lip is going to be bold. Okay. So the inner corner color was this one right here. I'm going to stop here before I get too carried away. Okay. So I'm going to do my mascara really quick and I'll be right back. Okay. Now I'm going to put this in my waterline. This is one of the 24/7 Glide On eye pencils from Urban Decay. It's the color Double Life. My waterline is not super like receptive to color for whatever reason. It doesn't love it. Okay, so I think we're looking okay. Now I'm gonna use, guys, my nose. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Pencil. It's the lip pencil in Mahogany. And I know I say this every time that I use lip pencils, but I have a scar over here. And also that I don't overline. It makes me self-conscious. I feel like I have big enough lips already. And I like to round my lip liner on the top down versus like out, so that my lips look more in this way versus out. That's just a tip for me, what I like to do. Okay, so this is the Maybelline. You should just drink every time I touch my nose. Maybelline Matte Ink in the color Composer. It's so important with colors this dark to be precise. Because it's so easy to get outside your lip line. One thing that I like to do is take either a sponge or a brush and just kind of go along the bottom to make sure that it's not gonna bleed. Okay, and then let's do a little bit of highlighter. This is, I don't think I have another one of those either that's new. This is just the Revlon Skin Lights in Daybreak Glimmer. I haven't been doing a lot of highlight for whatever reason. I really don't know why I stopped. I just did. Okay, guys. Now let me spray. I'm gonna try to avoid my eyebrows. It's weird to do, but try not to get them wet. The first time I laminated my brows, I forgot. I don't know why. I forgot that setting spray would have water in it. And I totally just like negated the whole process. Okay guys, so here is my first fall look. I hope you like it. I also did like a green like scrunchy thing so that I could try to like complement the look, and I wore a fall colored shirt. Let me know what you think. See you later. Bye.